Hi everyone, my name's Rene Bastarache with the American School of Hypnosis, and welcome to our Past Life Regression and Spiritual Travel webinar. And we're up here in cold, I was going to say toasty warm, but cold Biddeford, Maine. It's like 12 degrees outside. And go ahead and let me know who you are, where you're from. We always like to start out our webinars with a little contest to see who's the furthest one away from us. So far, Raluca is the winner at 30 feet. So if any of you are further away than 30 feet, let us know in the comments. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and we're going to get started. Now, the purpose for this webinar is to let you know about our brand new course we just created. And you can see it's right over there behind me. Everything's opposite on the screen. So there, which is our Past Life Regression and Spiritual Travel Home Study course. Now, yes, we've had a past life regression course before, but this one is jam-packed. It has all the bells and whistles, and it's the best thing since buttered bread. Woo-hoo! So if you like buttered bread, you're going to love this course. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. I want to talk a little bit about the different kind of travel you can experience. And if you coax me, I'll even give you a great story, something that happened. Pretty cool in one of our past life regression courses. So let's see. I know we have some people watching, so go ahead and let us know who you are and where you're from. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So probably the best way to tell you about our course is to go to the course page. And if you'd like to see it for yourself later on, go to the link right below this video and you'll see our past life regression course page that I'm going to show you right here. Oops, that's not it, right here. Okay, let me go ahead and get that set up. There we go. See that? Past life regression with a nice guy that looks just like me. So when you get there, of course, you're going to see it's new and it has quite a bit of things. Now, the great thing about this is being a home study course, okay, it includes everything that you would see in a live course. In fact, we just recently had a 4-day live virtual course just a few months ago, and where we taught all this brand new material. It was the first time we ever did a past life virtual course with all these different venues. So what we did is we took all the information from that course and put it into this one. So it's not a watered down home study course. This thing has everything. Except for the live practice, because there's nobody for you to practice with, but you still get to see the live practice from those students because it's going to really help you to learn from them. It's always great to learn from other people's mistakes. So as you go through the page, you're going to notice, as you go through the course, you're going to notice their videos. You're going to notice a lot of this is going to be classroom training. We tailor it to you, but you're going to be able to see how other people in the class reacted to things as well. So it's almost like having a classroom right in your living room. So in addition to past life regression, what's in this course that makes it so great? Well, there's going to be other travel, such as present life progression, which is going ahead in this life. So present life progression would be almost like a mind reading thing, a crystal ball. You want to know what happens 5 years from now in your life? You got a major project you're working on, you're making a major decision, go ahead and see how that worked out. Future life progression, so that's going to your next life to see what's in store for you. Parallel life, excuse me. Parallel life, which is basically going to the side. According to quantum physics, every major decision in your life that you made, there's a life that you made it in. Okay, so there's probably a life where you didn't get married, probably a life where you weren't a hypnotherapist, probably a life where you made an investment and you're extremely rich, one where you're a musician, one where you're a cowboy, who knows? But you can go to these lives, see what you've done, see what they're like, and even learn from yourself. There's contacting spirits. And that's something new that we've added in here, contacting spirits of anyone who has lived, anyone who hasn't lived yet, contacting your loved ones. You want to learn from Henry David Thoreau whether you'd be a good writer or not. He might not tell you what you want, but you can do that. And and Raluca, I'm going to stop for a minute because we have a special, I guess you could say a webinar special that I want to tell you about right now so you can get started on it if you're interested. Matter of fact, here, I'm going to enter it right here. And if you purchase this course, okay, which the link is below, the Past Life Regression course, by 12 o'clock today, we're also going to include a copy of one of my favorite books, which is How to Write, Publish, and Sell a Book in One Day. So we're going to include a download copy of that for you with the course. So the course is going to be delivered right away, by the way. I know in the initial advertisements we said it was a pre-sale course because we're doing the finishing touches and it was going to be delivered on Monday. Well, guess what? We stayed up late and we finished the finishing touches. So the course is now from a pre-sale to an early bird. So you're still going to get the $100 savings, but it's delivered immediately. You'll have it right now. And within 24 hours, because if I'm not at the desk, we'll go ahead and send you your copy of the How to Write, Publish, and Sell a Book in One Day. Now, why do I want to send you that? Because especially if you want to get in business, it's important to be at the top of your game. And anyone who is an author is looked upon as a top 10% in society of their field. So this is going to give you 6 different ways you can write a book. Matter of fact, this book I actually did, excuse me, frog in my throat. I actually did write it, publish it, and sell it. Matter of fact, I believe I sold it to like 23 people within the very first day that I started writing it. In fact, in the end of the book, you'll see the names of the people who actually purchase it throughout the day. I actually publish them in the book. And you're even going to learn my technique on how to pre-test whether a book's going to sell or not, where you can actually find out and actually start selling copies before you're even finished writing the book. I do this with a lot of my books and even my courses. So why spend, a day or a week or however long time you're going to spend on a book writing it if no one's going to buy it? So you want to see the interest. And if you start selling them right away, bang, you're going to feel so excited and you're going to do a better job of writing it. So go ahead and purchase this course by 12 o'clock today. And we also send you a copy of this book and download. So let me go back to where I was. So, contacting spirits, life between life travel. Oh, here's contacting spirits. Raluca has just brought me this watch. Ooh. Oh, look at this water. Mind reading. That's not part of the course, though. It wasn't mind reading. She's actually watching on another video, another computer camera. We're trying to get rid of the frog. And giving a frog water is probably going to make him swim, right? So life between life travel, you're going to learn how to do that and how you need to be a little bit deeper than the other ones, deeper level in hypnosis to be able to access it and how to do that. And, one of the biggest things, especially for today, you're going to learn about conducting hypnosis sessions, your past life sessions, whatever it is you want to do online like we are right now. So through the Zoom platform or Blue Jeans or Skype or whatever you want to do. So you're going to learn about conducting online sessions as well as one-on-one sessions. This way, if you want to start an office, a brick and mortar office where you have people come to see you, you can do that. Or if you just want to start an office from your home over your computer or even your cell phone, you can do that as well. And another thing we've added in here is past life regression therapy techniques. So for all of you therapists out there that want to use past life as a therapeutic method, okay, we're going to give you the ins and outs of how to do that, and you can use your techniques in a past life rather than just here. Woohoo! So anyways, it's got an awful lot in it. And I'm just going to scroll down a little bit, show you some of the things. And like I said, this is the same one that we taught. This is actually one of the recent courses we taught. So you're going to be able to watch us as we teach the class, hear their input, their questions, and because you might have questions, but hearing questions from a class a lot of times gives you a lot more information, stuff that information I might not have thought of myself. And what can it be used for? You can use past life regression for finding out who you were, what your past talents were, finding your soulmate, healing your karma, uncovering deja vu feelings, Wait, didn't I just say that? Was that deja vu? Okay, I know, bad joke, but we got to use it, right? And learning why you are the way you are, okay? So past life regression alone can be used for an awful lot of things, as well as you can imagine with all the other venues. Now, this is important. Who should take the course? Pretty much anyone. If you're a hypnotherapist, that's great. If you're not, we spend the first day of this course or the beginning of it teaching you the basics on how to do hypnosis, so you're caught up with the class and you can actually do all these different venues. Now, again, we teach you the basics so you'll be able to do it. But if you want to learn an awful lot more and learn all behind the scenes, what's going on in the head with hypnosis, you'll want to look at our hypnosis certification home study course, or our live course coming up in March. Ooh, that's really soon, coming up in about a month. So whether you have hypnosis experience and whether you don't, whether you want to do it for self-help, just to learn about yourself, or even to experience past lives, contacting spirits with your family or friends, this course is a great option for you. And I'm not going to go through it, but look at all the different things you'll learn. Go to the page, you'll see all about it. Now, I say practice, practice, practice. Practice is extremely important. Now, you're doing a home study course, so you're going to want to practice on your own, get friends, get relatives. And if you can't get subjects, I even tell you how to do it that way. There's a way you can do it without them, but it's always better to practice on live people. And you're going to get to see practice sessions from some of our past students while Raluca and I are watching and critiquing them. So you can get some ideas there. It'll help you out. And that's pretty much it. We have matter of fact, on the sales page, go to it and you're going to get to see what they're like. I actually have the experiences from a past life session that we did, and for contacting spirits, a big group session we had. Matter of fact, I think this might even, if I click on it, it's going to show you the amount of people we had at this thing. Let's see, let me click on this one here. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Even know, maybe a famous person. Quite a few people in there. So you're going to get to see that, and then they all come on and give their experiences of what
I could feel all
experienced during the session. But
the fluffiness of the
I don't want to give it away now. So you could do that free just by going to the link below and watching what they had to say and seeing how it is. So that's it. You do get 2 certificates, a past life regression certificate and your graduation. And it also includes a 1 year's complimentary membership with the American International Association. And that's where you get lots of marketing benefits and additional courses and script manual. And you can see the list goes on and on. And that's pretty much it. So as the thing says, what are you waiting for? Let me go ahead and put this back. Here we go. I'm back. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, get the link below and get your past life regression. And if you get it before noontime, we also give you that extra book, which is, I put it right in here, How to Write, Publish, and Sell a Book in 1 Day. So, what kind of things would you like to know? If you have questions about this course, about past life regression or spiritual travel, go ahead and ask them. Raluca wanted me to maybe tell a story, and I'm trying to think. We've done so many different hypnosis sessions, but one that comes to mind is this young lady. I can't remember where she was from, but we did a group session here in my hometown. Actually, it was at the adult education. We probably had, maybe 10 or 12 students in there. But one of the ladies, we did a group session with everyone, and I chose one of the ladies from the group, and I said, let's do an individual session so you can see the difference between a one-on-one session and a group session. Because a one-on-one session, you can tailor it to the way you want. In a group, it's a generic session, so you can listen to any one of my group sessions, and every one of you will have a different experience. But in a one-on-one session, I can tailor it. Instead of saying, are you indoors or outdoors? And you answer to yourself, you say, I'm indoors. And I can go after that. What's your name? You tell me your name. Where are you? And we can really get into it. But this one lady, she was a very quiet, calm, keeping to herself type woman, soft-spoken. And in the session, when I asked her who she was a high society woman. She had now this is an American woman with no accent at all, okay? But she had not Australian. See, Luca's on the other side. Where was it? Is England? Is Ireland? Ireland. Okay, she had an Irish accent in the hypnosis session. Very strong Irish accent. And she was from a rich family, a wife of a rich man. And her job was basically to entertain people. They came in and she put on parties. And so she was like a socialite type thing. And so I asked her, I said, so what do you do for work in the session? And she come out, I, sir, do not work, with a really strong Irish accent. She goes, I am and she went on and on telling me what she did, and she really corrected me and like put the finger right on me. And it was funny because the way she was very strong, to the point. I'm a professional, I deal with the elite, and she went on with this accent throughout the whole thing. And afterwards, when we told her about it, she was all embarrassed because, of course, she didn't remember because she was so deep in hypnosis. You can write things down when you first come out of hypnosis and you'll remember. But we just had her come out and started telling her everything that she experienced. And she was so shocked because it was so not like her. So it's amazing to see the things that can happen. I once hypnotized a woman, again, an American woman here, and I brought her back to her childhood to where she only spoke French. Now, she doesn't speak French very much now, but she was of Franco-American descent. And in the session, she came out and she was speaking French as a child. Now, this woman was about 80 years old. But as a child, she was speaking French, and she was speaking with a very childlike, accent. I don't want to do it because I'll ruin childlike for you forever. But it was amazing to see how she was acting, the difference in the personality and her demeanor. I mean, she went from adult to child. I mean, childlike faces and being all cutesy, and so it's pretty fun, the things you could do. And let's see, we have some questions here. Do you think animals have past lives? Ooh, okay, that's a good question. Well, we have had people going to past life. Matter of fact, just 3 weeks ago, I think, in our live past life regression class, one of the students went back to where she was a cat. Not a house cat, but a large cat, like some kind of a mountain cat in her country. I believe she was from Germany. And so she was a cat. That was interesting. I actually had a person that went to a past life, and that person was a bear. As a matter of fact, we take you to your past life, at a young age, and then we take you like 4 or 5 years later, and then we take you to your death scene. And in the death scene, he had actually died. He said an Indian came into his cave, and there was a scuffle, and the Indian actually shot him with an arrow, and he died. Sad story. I don't want to make you sad, but just to show you that you can go right through the scene and learn from your death scene as well. So it was kind of interesting. So you can be an animal. You never know whether you're going to be a person or an animal, and that's why we're so open-ended with our questions. It's not, what are you wearing? What kind of clothes are you wearing? Because that would make you be a human. But do you have a covering on you? It could be fur. It could be scales. Who knows what it could be? Clothing, fur. All kinds of things. Can we go into a future life? Actually, sometimes people change channels, and I'm doing a past life, and they might go into a future one. Part of one of our basic sessions that we do, we take you to this place where you go over this little bridge. It's a really nice country scene over this bridge, and it's over a babbling brook. And at the top of the bridge, you meet a person in a white hooded robe. And it's your spirit guide. So you get to speak to your spirit guide a little bit. And when you go over the bridge to the other side, you come up to a sign. And one of those little street signs where one going that way, one got kind of like you saw on my webpage, would go in all these different ways. One says past, one says present, one says future. And you decide which one you're going to go down. So you can go down the path to the future and go into a future life, go down to a past life, or you can stay present and go just into the future of this life or wherever you like to go. So yes, you can do that. Oh, sorry about that. It looks like my computer and my mic and everything just froze. The beauty of the internet, but we're back. So like I said, with the spiritual travel, you can go in all different directions. So that's pretty much everything I have to say. I'm not going to keep you here forever. So go to the link below the page and click on it to learn about our past life regression spiritual travel. Right now, there is an early bird special going on, and that's going on, I believe, until Sunday. But you want to check. Don't take my word for it. It's for the next couple days. And it's an early bird special, and it's $100 off the course. Okay, so it's a great price. And if you get it by noontime, okay, you do get the book. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Thank you for being part of our community. If you have questions about past life regression or spiritual travel, please be sure to leave them in the comments below the video. And don't forget about the free book by noontime. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.